Player of the game, Monique Marcetic-Vaotangi, taking the time to talk with us. And Monique, first of all, fantastic game for you and for the team. A little close there at the half. What was the message in the locker room when it was a 1-point game, though?
We just had to back each other. We were taking a lot of our own shots, and in practice, coach said, take the shots that will help our team, and I think we did that in the end.
You opened up quite a bit there in the second half as well, and from the free throw line, that was a big piece for you getting going. How much does getting free throws start to open up the rest of your game and get you that confidence and that rhythm?
I think, like you said, it just gives me confidence to keep shooting, and it just gives muscle memory, I guess, to me. It just gives me a lot of confidence to shoot my shots because I know I can score at all three levels. It just gives me a boost off.
You hear so much about the big three from NBA and WNBA teams. So you guys really have a big four, and this is one of the first times in the last couple of weeks where all four of you guys have had the same type of game. How much is that momentum going to carry over, do you think, to the next game?
I think a lot of it will, because we all have a similar style. We're all big guys. We can all do the little things, and we can all do the big things. If one of us aren't going, then we can just get momentum from the next player and the next player. Like you said, big four. We can just keep it rolling.
Talk about the bench players in this one, because when Maddie Jones came out onto the court, she was able to really spell Shannon, who was in some foul trouble, and then he also got some big minutes from Nikola Kuzmanovic. How important is the bench going to be going forward in this tournament?
The bench depth is really important. Like you said, Maddie had a great game. She could see that Shan was struggling a bit. Even though Shan was trying her best, Maddie kind of stood up to the plate and kind of took control of things, and she did a really good job.
What are some of the things that you guys do need to clean up a little bit going into the next game? Is there anything Coach talked to you about?
A lot of defense, like you said. The first half was a bit close than we wanted it to be, but as the game went on, we found ourselves. Our offense came from our defense, and we just had a really good job. But we really could be a little bit better in boxing out,
We'll wrap it up with this one. The shooting for this team. I know Coach has been preaching you guys taking the open looks. How much did that bleed through into this game?
It bled through a lot because we knew coming into the game that the high post was going to be open, and whenever they would collapse, we needed to just kick it out. We did have some faults, but after a few goes, we did learn to just kick it out when they would collapse on us.
Well, Monique, congratulations on a great game, and good luck as you guys get ready for Casper tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Coach McWilliams joining us after a big win. It's 2 straight trips now to the semifinals for this team, and that's never happened in school history. We keep talking about things that have never happened before, but this is a region where it's always tough when you get into the playoffs to make those pushes. How impressed are you with how the team's been playing?
Super impressed. Again, like you said, we've talked about how tough this region is, and again, we try to, not to get too high, don't get too low. Today we're just business as usual.
You talked to the team a lot about shooting the ball a little bit more. Hallie Hester heated up from the outside. You also had Monique hitting some threes. Jamie hit some threes at the start. How big is it that they actually listen to you when you tell them to keep shooting the ball and take advantage of those?
Well, our year-long team have challenged us to shoot it from the outside, playing us in the zone, and we just knew that we were going to have to knock some down on the outside to get teams to kind of switch up what they're going to do. And again, the team just resilient. That's the word we've used all year. They were just resilient when the shots wasn't falling early on. We hit a few big ones, and then we went through a drought. But they came out firing on all cylinders in the third, and so that was what I thought helped us, gain some separation. So
inside, Lila Spring had a big test with number 22 from Otero. Another really good post for them. 12 points in the first half, but she shut her down in the second half. How big was that, and how much did you talk to Lila about that?
When we went into halftime, just talked to the whole group again, just about locking into our keys, understanding what it is that we're aiming to do. We just focused on that first 5 minutes in the third quarter, and that's what we said before we came out, and I thought we did an excellent job handling that.
Talk a little bit too about Maddie Jones coming off. Shannon Al's gotten into some foul trouble. The bench in general, I mean, Nikola came on and played some good minutes for you, but how big were they in this win?
We talked about it again all year long, man. Well, sometimes when things don't go well for one, we always have another kid kind of waiting in the chambers for their opportunity. And Maddie Jones stepped up big for us on the defensive end. Really
got a couple of big turnovers. And then rebounding too, as a whole. It wasn't just one person on the team rebounding. And sometimes you see Lila take over, you see Monique take over, but you guys out-rebounded by 14 in the game, and that was a huge part of it.
Again, we knew they were going to be in zone. We knew we needed to crash the old boards and get more. And then on the defensive end, we just needed to gain rebound. Again, that's part of the game plan. That's what we talked about, and they just, again, came out and did exactly what I've asked them to do.
What are you guys looking forward to in the semifinals now? Regardless of who you play, what's going to be the message of the team getting into warm-ups tomorrow?
Again, it doesn't matter who we play right now. We're going to enjoy this win for a little bit, and we'll go back to the drawing board later, come back tomorrow, refocus, but business as usual, man.
5 o'clock game for the Golden Eagles tomorrow when they take on either Casper or Northeastern. Coach, congratulations on a
Thank
big
you.
win.